Hey guys, thanks for joining me for another Dokkan battle video, and today I'm going to continue my beginner's guide series focusing on very specific topics. And in today's video we're going to talk about free-to-play units and specifically how to grind them out properly, how to raise their super attack level properly without using any Elder Kais, and how to max them out, right? And so what we're going to do is I'm going to use a couple of units from a story event. So I'm going to go into Dragon Ball Story at the top, and then we're going to actually go to Dragon Ball Saga. And in Dragon Ball Saga, now you don't have to watch me farm. I did all the pre-farming for this, but I want to show you where I'm getting these units in case you want to grind them yourself. I think they're both fairly good units for Dragon Ball Saga. So in this Grand Adventure Quest for the Dragon Balls, we are grinding out this Tech Goku. So this guy right here. This guy does awaken all the way into an LR Goku, Bulma, and Krillin card, which is actually pretty good. They can do like 18, 20 mil attack stats. So very solid, especially for a free-to-play unit. And as I said in my previous video, beginner's guide, that as a beginner, you want to just grind out free-to-play units that are good. You want to have categories. You want to have access to stuff, right? So we're going to grind him out. And then in the second stage here, there is actually a Krillin in here that we're going to grind out as well. There's an Int Krillin. Now, Int Krillin admittedly isn't like the craziest unit, but like I really like Dragon Ball Saga and I want to be able to build a team as soon as I can. And Krillin's going to be decent enough for a team right now, right? And then their medals are going to kind of be spread throughout. One thing I will show you guys in general too, it helps of awakening characters and figuring that out. So we're going to go to character list here, team character list. And I'm going to go to acquired because they're probably going to be at the top. So Goku, for example, let's say you're trying to awaken him. Anytime you go to awaken a character, it'll tell you what medals you need up here, right? If you click and hold on a medal, it will say to event and it will take you right to the event you need to go to. So if you ever aren't sure where to get a medal for a character, that's the trick you use to find it. Now, what you're going to do is I'm going to do two examples. And the reason why I'm doing Krillin and Goku, Krillin is just a TUR, so he awakens to a UR that's level 120. Goku awakens to an LR. I want to do an example of each one just to show you the process. So for doing a basic character that is just a UR, you need to grind out 14 copies of the character. So you can see this Int Krillin at the top. I have 15 copies, so I have one extra than what I need. So I'm going to take a Krillin, and I'm going to lock him down. So this locked Krillin is going to be my main Krillin. Okay, so I'm going to go into him and I'm going to go growth and then I'm going to go training. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and you're going to see these other Int Krillins that I have gives it 100% chance to raise super attack level. Now, being that this is a beginner's video, something I want to explain is you always, when you're doing free-to-play units, when you're raising their super attack level, you always want to make sure the character is not awakened yet. Because if I awaken that Krillin and his picture becomes different than the other Krillin's picture, it will no longer be 100% chance. So for a free-to-play unit, for the super attack level to be 100% chance to arise, they have to be the same version of the character. Even if it's the same character, like the UR Krillin will not get 100% from this if it's like the Dokkan Awakened one. It can be a UR and an SSR as long as they have the same artwork. So that's the main thing to remember. Just make sure the cards have the same artwork. So I'm going to click on this and I can max out. It's going to put 9 copies of that in there. Okay. And then I'm going to use some training items. And I'm just going to click auto and we're going to get him leveled up. Okay. Oh, game crash. All right, we'll hop back in. Pretty intense there, but I can kind of talk as we reload the game here. It should be pretty quick to get me in. There's also something else you want to do before you awaken the character, and that's set up the hidden potential. And that's why we got 14 copies of the character instead of just 10, right? So we'll just go in here, team, growth, go back to the Krillin here. So my Krillin is right here. That awakening did work. So we're level 10 out of 10 on super attack level, and we're level 80 out of 80. So what you want to do is you want to do growth, and you want to awaken them to a UR. So we're going to do the first UR awakening here. Okay. Now when Krillin is in this state, before you awaken him to the next level, you want to do hidden potential. You want to do it while the pictures match up. So if I click on Krillin or hold on him, I'm going to go growth and I'm going to go hidden potential. In here, you need to use your duplicates to open up these paths. So there's a bottom right path. I always do that path first. For free to play, it doesn't matter what order because you're going to get them all. But I always do this order because this is the order you want to do summonable units. So you do the bottom right path first, do the upper left path first, and you're feeding the dupes in to open these paths up. Okay. Going to do the upper right and we're going to do the lower left. Okay. And then once you have those dupes in your super attack level 10, then you're free to do activate all and put potential orbs in. And then you're going to go in and you have to click on these nodes and give like combo attack or critical, whatever you want. It's going to be different per unit. Just kind of do what you want at first. I would just say right now in general, dodge is very powerful in the game, especially on free-to-play units, because if you actually try to take them into hard content, you're probably going to need them to dodge. But if the character's a more offensive unit, then you could go like, you know, combo attack and crit, stuff like that. Usually my standard I go to is I just do combo attack and dodge if it's a unit that I'm not sure if they're free to play, whatever. But this we'll make Krillin here a dodge unit, so I'm going to activate all that. Okay, and now the unit is rainbowed. So by filling out the hidden potential, we are rainbowed. And so now all we have to do is max awaken the unit, and we should be good to go from there. So we're going to go back to Krillin here. We have to go into training. We have to finish leveling him up to 100. Okay, and then we have to awaken him again. And now we have him at a UR. And then I'm going to auto and awaken him again to 120, or level him up. All right, so now that Krillin is fully done. So all it was I pre-grinded the medals. So basically, I just had enough medals to get him fully awakened. Once again, did all the copies of super attack. Now, one thing I will say, this unit does not have an easy A. But I'll just explain this. If a unit has an easy A, their super attack level is going to go up by 5. So whenever this Krillin gets an easy A, his super attack is going to go up to 15. And you're going to still need to get 5 super attack level. What's going to happen, though, is if I do... So if I go growth and then training, they won't even let me attempt to train him. But if you see now this Krillin that we've Dokkan Awaken has a different picture than this Krillin, okay? The problem is you don't get the super attack level 15 until you easy A, and it has to be in this form, right? So if you try to raise the super attack with this Krillin, it's going to be a very low percentage to work. So what you have to do is, if this character gets an easy A, I have to take this Krillin here, make him super attack level 5, and then I fully awaken him. And then when his picture matches this, I can take a super attack level 5, combine it with this one, and it will be super attack level 15. Something you want to not get confused. I did videos like this in the past, and I had somebody in my Discord say that they grinded out 5 different copies of the unit and then did one super attack each time by grinding out 5 different ones. You don't want to do that. You want to take one copy, make him super attack level 5, and then you only Dokkan Awaken one unit and then feed that one unit in. This technique, by the way, of having a super attack level 5 character and then getting 5 super attack from them instantly only works if it's the exact same character. If you're doing other shenanigans and grinding different characters, then it doesn't work. Okay, so it has to be the exact character with the same name and the same picture, and then that technique will work. All right, so with that, let's go ahead and do the LR Goku. Now, LR Goku, I had to do 24 copies. And the reason why is you're going to kind of see the scaling where we have to kind of upgrade and then do super attack again. So let's do Goku as an LR. This one's going to be a little bit different. So the start's going to be the same. We're going to take the Goku, we're going to feed 9 in to make super attack level 10, because that's the max, and we're going to level up when we do that. All right, so we're going to max level. We got max super attack. We are going to awaken. So we're going to awaken Goku to a UR. Okay. Now that we're a UR, we do hidden potential. So it's going to, once again, start off the same as Krillin. So we're going to take the Goku, hidden potential. We are going to unlock our corners here. Okay, do that. Do that. I do believe I'm going to build this unit dodge as well. They do have dodge in their kit, but this is a unit that I'm definitely going to want to dodge if I'm trying any type of hard content. So we are going to awaken. This is a unit if you wanted to. If you don't think you're going to run them in super hard content, I would build them offensive because they are a very offensive unit. But I am going to go dodge build just because I potentially am going to need them to dodge in a tough situation here. Do that. Do that. We'll go additional there. Dodge and dodge. Okay, and I'm going to activate in rainbow. Okay, so far all the same as Krillin, right? So we're going to go into leveling up and finishing this out here. So we're going to do growth, training, level up. Okay. All right, so now we're level 100. Now we're going to awaken again. So now we're going to get him to a UR. Okay. And then level up again. So now the Goku basically at level 120, this is where Krillin is at, right? So this Goku is right where the Krillin is. The difference, though, is that this Goku has an additional awakening now to an LR. So I'm going to growth and awaken again. Okay, and I grinded off enough metals to do the whole Goku awakening twice is what I did. So now this is the final form, the LR, but what you're going to notice now is my super attack level is 10 out of 20. So I need to get 10 more super attack here, and I do not want to have to use Kai's, especially on a free-to-play unit, right? The problem is now, if I take this unit and I go training, it no longer even has the same name as that Goku, because now it's a Goku, Bulma, and Krillin. We can't raise super attack with this unit as it is. So what we need to do is we need to take this unit and we need to get him to an LR. So I'm going to train him, and I'm actually going to make him a super attack level 10 unit. So we're going to do that. So now he's super attack level 10. We're going to awaken. Okay, we are going to level up again. We're going to awaken. And you can see I pre-grinded all the metals, so I knew exactly I would have enough here. We're going to level up and awaken again. Okay, and now we have the second unit as an LR. Okay, so now what happens is we got this guy here that's 10 out of 20. We have the main one that's rainbow that's 10 out of 20. So I'm going to take my main rainbowed one. You want to make sure you do the right one if you already rainbowed, right? You could wait to rainbow till you're done to make sure you don't mess this up, but I'm going to train. Okay, and I'm going to make sure I grab the non-rainbowed one, and now I can feed it in, and it's 100% to work. And because it was SA10, it's going to add all 10 super attack to my unit. So I'm getting super attack level 20 for free. Okay, and then I'm going to auto out. Now this is going to take a little bit more because we're going to auto here, and then I'm going to actually take a different... This is new account. I don't have enough resources just to instantly like go to level 150. So I'm going to try to get as much out of this as I can here. Okay, but there we go. We got max super attack level now. And I'm going to continue to level myself up to 150. There we go. Now we're there. And boom, we got the Goku done. So now this is the fully done super attack 20 out of 20 LR Goku. We are ready to go. The only thing that you would want to say here, so let's say that this LR had an EZA, right? They're going to go up to level 25 out of 20. So all you do is you grind out another super attack level 5 Goku, max it out to LR again, and then you feed that one into this. So if you're doing an EZA LR, you actually have to make 3 copies of the LR. You're going to have 2 super attack level 10s and 1 super attack level 5. And then you feed the 2 10s into each other like we just did here. And then you feed the 5 into the 20 out of 25 to get it done. So this is going to come in handy. So like if you're doing Prime Battle, I know this is like the biggest grind of it. Prime Battle, you have to do 777 medals per LR. So if you want a fully free super attack level, a Prime Battle EZA, you're going to be grinding that 777 medal grind 3 times if it's an EZA, which is a lot. So I'll be honest, with Prime Battles, I have used Kai's just because I don't want to do that much of a grind. But this LR Goku, this was a very quick grind. This does not take long at all. So if it's like a story mode LR, definitely do the grind the way I just showed it. It does not take very long. And there you go. That's basically how you grind out free-to-play units. Get their super attack and everything good to go. Make sure you never use Kai's on free-to-play units, once again, unless you're kind of like me on those Prime Battles and don't want to do the full grind, but you'll get the first 10 for free easily. It's just that the rest of it's kind of tricky if you want to do that big grind. So anyways, guys, let me know if this helps. Thanks for watching. We'll catch y'all on the next one.